Back to the second quarter here at the home of the Tiger, the Bannockburn Football Club. We're at quarter time. The Tigers, well, they've had to work hard for their 11-point advantage, but they've got that at the minute. Waiting now on the umpires to commence the second term. The big fella, Eddie Connigan, looking $1 million too, I must say. There he is on screen, the big fella. Didn't tear a hamstring there when he picked the footy up.
Mr. Eddie's doing all right too.
Lovely fella too, likes the old cold cleanser, and he'll do a very good job for the men in white here this afternoon. Don't you worry about that.
Brain, you are a marvel. Anyone that likes a cold cleanser, you reckon's a good bloke. I'm going to start drinking more. You might talk to me a bit more. Back to the south. Big fella's up, Horny Blow, knocks to the ground. Pilgrim gathers at ground level. Goes on left foot quickly towards half forward. Oh, good work there. Coming out of the fence, Lucino tapped it away. Picked up by Ralph. He spears the pass into the forward zone. Very quick is Darren Ralph, and very quick off the boot goes the footy. And Johnny Tillman, who in my opinion was BOG in first quarter. Ronnie does not agree whatsoever, but I think he was.
You get them mixed up, I reckon. 17 and 19, mate. They're very close.
And they're both very good. And here's Jay Tillman lining up, kicking the Gomez, pushes it across the face, a goal. Oh, shouldn't miss those. Experienced players should not miss those shots at goal.
I've told you before, Cookie.
1 point only on the board there to John Tillman.
Just keep it shut, because you always moz them.
Okay, the kick out from Cowie to Lucino. Cowie takes the hand pass back and keeps running while Brainy keeps rubbishing me. Down to the half foot, well, down towards centre wing he goes. Up goes Box, can't take the mark. Ianelli's a chance. Can he gather the football in?
Committed.
The umpire's paid the free kick. He won't let the Ianelli go on with it. He paid the free kick to Box, and the kid's done pretty well in the early stages of this game, Ron.
The Boxer, yeah, committed for the football, I call it. Kicks to centre half forward and over the back of the pack. The coach takes a screamer for the Cheetahs. Steady yourself down, Stewie Scott, because you can kick this with the big spiral torpedo. No leads forthcoming.
Just short of 2 minutes gone, second quarter. Rocky's 24-hour Oxford time clock.
I reckon he can kick this. No, he's elected to go out to young Burns. Oh, the big fella who's just come onto the ground. Gave himself some space. Lovely mark, the big fella. Davey Burns, an opportunity to get his name in the paper. And he's been on the ground for 2 minutes.
Well, he's a 19-year-old, Ron, the young fella here, and I wouldn't like to be feeding him steak for a week. He'd eat a bit, I reckon. He comes in and fires at the goal. The goal umpire's gone well to his left-hand side. We'll wait on it. I think he's...
Right. You Anglesey people back to front, eh?
Offline. The goal umpire went to the left-hand side of the screen when I was calling up on one, if you don't mind. People are watching this on the screen, not where you're watching it, you idiot. It's offline, it's 1 point only. The kick in from full back out to the defensive 50. Up they go. Burns is up high at the back of the pack. Tillman. The hand pass is not bad either. Give it across to his teammate there. Had to kick in a hurry there, Clinton Shaw. Kicked into the comic cuts of one of his opponents. That's the guts, Ron, if you don't understand that. It's out of bounds. It's not on the full. It bounced off the belly and
there's a very close shot there of Clinton Shaw's bum.
Well, that's interesting.
This is called close cam.
For those gays amongst us, a very interesting shot. That here's the throw in. Here, Nelly charges through the pack tackle well by Pilgrim. Got the ball out with a hand pass to Scragger Craig. He goes up towards half forward pocket area. Out in front, good mark. Gary Ward, I think you'll find it is, and he takes a good one in against hot opposition from Ken Denning.
Yeah, little chip over the top. Good lead too, Matty Pilgrim, and he's taken the easiest mark. Don't worry, Danny. You stick to your guns, son.
Danny Van Ramroy. He is on the ball. They're telling him it's out of bounds. He just smiled at me. He said, I'm getting $80 a game for this. You bloke, shut up. 50-metre penalty here, though. Brings Pilgrim up to centre wing, Ronnie. And
against Scragger.
That's the third one against the Blue West. They've got to get more discipline in there standing the mark.
Certainly, as they're just chipping it around at the moment, the Tigers, as Ronnie Pilgrim unloads with a lovely drop punt. Oh, nearly a nice mark there. Gary Tillman, not paid by the umpire. He's not happy either. Having a chat to Eddie Connigan about that. What do I got to do? Swallow it. As we see, Gary Ward up from the back pocket. Sold the dummy. Now Butters up again. Can he kick a goal? He's in there fighting for the Tigers still. Loose ball. Pack of players fly. Pretty untidy stuff as we see Jason Frinvolovic butter up for the Cheetahs and kick it wide to where the Scragger takes possession.
Craig now chips it across the centre of the ground. It's a good one. The Hulk Hogan's in position and he takes the mark. Mimbo between the centre and centre half back. Hogan now puts the foot right in it. Looks for Denning leading down the ground. It's punched away from him by Hewitt. Well done, Jake Hewitt. He pushes the ball further afield and he finds Colliger, who's a chance to run into the football. Colliger has to kick with the right foot. He prefers the left. He tumbles the punt into towards the goal mouth area. And coming out, Cowie pushes the opponent out for mine. Might suffer the penalty here of the free kick against him. It's Scotty Cowie. I think you're guilty that time, son. He's a good fullback, but I think that was a little bit obvious, that one, Ronnie Brain. And the free kick going to go to Bannockburn. I think it's Andrew Goff, the man you said wasn't playing, is going to have a shot for goal.
He was on the bench, Cookie, and I tell you what, look at the size of him. How can you miss that bloke going off and Barker coming on and Vicky Verka? But I tell you what, I've done it. As he's kicked, though, Gothy has gone straight across the face of goal. The Whitlam government wouldn't be too happy with that one. As we see now, the Cheetahs, they break clear from the back pocket.
Murray
Look up,
Scott,
Bradbury, one hand, not good enough. Colliger beats him hands down. Keeps the ball in front of himself. But I've got to tell you, the bouncing ball wasn't too kind for young Colliger.
Yeah, Hogan.
Pack of players of form. Hogan was in there throwing
did
the
very
one
well,
down.
Hogan. Headed for the fence when he was 1 out against 3 and did very well there, the Hulk Hogan, and got it out of bounds. And he hurt that one too because 3 of them piled on top of him.
4-6-30 Bannockburn, 3-1-19 Geelong West.
He was able to get it out of bounds. A pretty good result there for Blue West. The bounce down there. Look, the boundary umpire said, "Oh, what about I throw this one right back into play and try and get this ball out of this dead pocket."
Margin.
See Darren Rowell there on screen. His opponent, Heath Boxer, picking him up. A bit of height difference there, but Rowell, of course, very quick and very experienced. Comes back into play. Little hand pass out. Just a bit of toe poking going on down there at the moment. Bradbury gets the hand pass back. Wasn't bad either. And that looks like Murray Scott, is it? On the right foot, goes towards centre wing. Backing back with the flight of the football. Good mark taken. Corey Flanagan, was it? Left foot kick. Goes towards...
Nice.
Up over half forward, up over the centre, I beg your pardon. Little kick out, that was Murray Scott this occasion. The kick's all right. Here come Blue West. Now, can they make something of this? This is the young fellow there in Scott. Kicks the ball into the forward zone. Good mark taken down here, Brain. That's as good as you'll get. The chip pass back to Denning is a beauty. Denning had to catch it. Did very well. Going to be on a very acute angle, that player down there. Only going to turn and give me a look at him in a minute. Just the ladder, was it? No.
No, it was
the young fella. The young fella Burns. A big boy, isn't he? That's what made me think he was ladder. He's a very tall.
Takes a nice overhead grab.
Yeah, but what about he's only a 19-year-old? His vision there was very good. He knew he was going to be at a bad angle. Kicked it at the Ken Denning. He loves kicking a goal. And he's 25 metres out directly in front. And he comes in the punt kick by the goal. They need this one. The goal umpire leads back. Yes, it is over the top of his hat. It's another one on the board for the Blue West side. And second goal on the board to Kenny Denning. He loves shooting at the goal mouth, and he's not a bad kicker for goals either. That's his second for the day. 30 points plays 25 on the Corio Village News Agency scoreboard for 6 plays 4-1, and Blue West will not lie down.
Certainly not. And let's go back to half back and give a bit of credit there to the old Smokey. I tell you what, set it up well there too, did Smokey Beaton. Good footy. And, well, the Cheetahs right down the Tigers' tails.
Back to the centre, Horny Blow versus Latter. Latter might have knocked the ball to the ground. Scott comes through, got one a bit high for mine. The pre-kick was paid advantage, I think, Ronnie. Another one going to be paid here. Things going the way of Blue West just at the moment. Smokey Beaton stands there. It might be his kick, is it? No, the umpire's not happy with things. Got to bring it back. Denning took the mark.
Well, he picked the ball up to where the mark was and kicked the footy. You can do that if there's no one on the mark.
Okay, Ian Ellie's got the free. He has to come back again. Ronnie's just pointing out a young lady here at the Bannockburn trainer. Looks all right to me too, Ron. The kick goes into the forward line. Chip it across, they do to Scragger Craig. He wants to play on. The back pocket player, played as a tagger, lines up, goes for goal, and misses. A crucial kick. That would have been a big one for the Blue West side, Ron.
Yeah, well, actually, I give Scragger a bit of credit there. I'd have done the same thing because there was no one around. Should have did a bit better though because I'd have popped it right over the goal umpire's hat. But Scragger just hooked with that famous left foot of his to the right side.
Comments by R. Brain, never been one to blow his trumpet, of course. Hewitt kicks the ball back into play, getting back with the flight of the ball there. It looks like young Box takes the mark. He does too. Chips it up in the air. Down to the forward zone. Oh, good fist away down here. Good fist away by Christian Shaw. Finds the safety of the boundary line. It's just inside 50 run. It's 44.5 metres out from goal, but it's on the fence. And let's see how Danny Van Wanrooy throws this in. Look at that. What a magnificent throw in.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Good 25, 30 metres into the ground as we see at the base of the pack working hard. Clinton Shaw. A bit of a tumble punt though. Oh, Weeksy, who's been very quiet, kicks off the carpet. gathers a bit of territory. Slipping at the crucial time was Frinvolovic. Allows now Henderson inboard. Bath, kick, not a good one. Oh, the ball smacked him right in the chops, but he's okay. Oh, Henderson again comes in for the Tigers. The hand pass, a poor one, allows Murray Scott now to recuperate for the Cheetahs and finds a nice hand pass there to the Strag, who goes out to centre wing and finds the old Bradders.
Yeah, Bradbury's played pretty well too, I reckon. Darren Bradbury takes this one, chips it in short. They Gavin Ingeworson looks to have a bit of a haircut, I think, today. Ingeworson looks a bit different for some reason.
Taking his strength away from him.
Is that right? The kick wasn't good. You might be right, Barney. It tumbles the ball. Here's a chance. Hand pass out from Bath. Good one too. Bannockburn into attack. Kick up towards.
Who's
inside
on?
half
Oh, you
forward.
can't do
Oh,
that.
I think this could be reversed. You can't do that. I'd agree with that. Andrews has knocked his opponent to the ground after taking the
I
mark,
thought
and
the
he's got away with it. Ronnie Brain, a comment, please.
I thought he should have reversed it.
Ooh, I thought he was going to. Liver Salts man. And we've got some sound in our headphones. Thank you very much. Noel Fanning is the Liver Salts man. Shane Andrews punt kicks the ball by Gal. He's offline. It's 1 point only. And whilst you've got the sound back, Noel, if you can just turn it down a little, Brady's eardrums will eventually recover.
Oh, dear me.
Okay, just up a touch now, Fano. That'd be great. Here's Cowie putting the ball back into play, and we've got the sound perfect. And he goes out to half back.
The Butch. You can't do that, Butch.
Yeah, against Butch Shaw there. And I think is that Alan Craig getting the free?
No, it's going to be Stewie Scott, the skipper. And the coach, I should say. The drop punt. It's a driving 1-2 up there to the lead of Ken Denning. Ball well short as we see the Hulk. Good vision hand pass to Ingwersen. Gavin, do something constructive. Oh, he's kicked it too long there for Murray Scott, who made great position. And this allows now the Tigers to defend grimly as we see some very nice work there from Murray Travers on the left side of his body. Find the big ruckman in Chris Horniblow at centre wing.
Golden opportunity missed there for the Blue West. Here's Horniblow kicking the ball up. Well, nearly to half forward now. Defenders are needed. Defenders are wanted here. Here comes Ingeworsen. Taps the ball in front of him. Does well. The hand pass a bit dicky. It's spilled back. Oh, Pilgrim laid one a bit high, I'd suggest, on his opponent there in Stewie Scott. He'll pick himself up, rub the right eyebrow, and pick himself up and have a free kick. And I think that is one very well earned, Ronnie.
Well, I hope the inspector doesn't have a look at that.
Well, yeah, you never look a gift horse in the mouth. And he cocked it up there and so he got it hit. So, Stewie, you should learn from that one, son. As we see now, the ball kicked. Oh, Stewie, you picked the wrong patch there because it was the Tillman patch. Oh, Gazza Tillman chips it over the top. And Ronnie Pilgrim, who's been quite busy too, for the Tigers, takes possession centre wing.
Well done, Christian Shaw in that marking. Got rid of Ken Denning and allowed Tillman to take the mark. The ball now goes up towards half forward. Here's Weeks gathering the football well. Chips it across towards centre half forward, a bit further on thereof. Here comes Cowie. Cowie fell over. He might get a free kick. I think he has. And he might be a little lucky. Now it's gone the way of Bradbury. And Bradbury goes away with the football.
Off he goes. Looks out there to the wings, Worsen, who gets around his opponent comfortably. Good support, Bradbury. The dash up to half forward. A high bomb. Burns in front. Oh, infringed with. Should have been paid. No, said the umpire. Tillman breaks clear. That was Gary. Gave it across to his teammate who chips into the centre of the ground. That was John. A bit slow, Johnny, today. As we see now, Ingsworsen go over the top to the Smoke. Smokey support their ladder. The big fella on the left side of his body. Beautiful football.
Good kick.
David Burns takes another possession. Plays on quickly. The kick drops short. Not good, David Burns, on that occasion. Gary Tillman, cool on the crisis, just chips over the top. Ronnie Pilgrim says, thank you very much. Oh, Jake Hewitt. I think he's got something running down his leg, Cookie, because he let that one go like a hot spud. As we see.
Here's Scragger! Who takes the mark? Magnificent kick from Alan Craig. You love to call him Craig Allen, I know, because you upset him when you do that, Ronnie.
Well,
but it was Alan Craig, and he had a good mark to Denning.
Well, I tell you what, fellas, I hope the inspector doesn't have a look at that one either.
Okay.
Who's the inspector, Vano?
The Inspector Gadget, of course, Ron. He puts the arm out, grabs someone by the scruff of the neck and
that
says,
bloke that gets him on trial by video.
you've got 2 weeks when he puts the arm out. Here's Denning kicking his third, easy as you like.
Yeah.
And Blue West are playing pretty well against a pretty good combination in Bannockburn. Denning kicks his third. 1 goal to Smokey Boot, the one to Stewie Scott. Whilst for Bannockburn, Matty Pilgrim's got one. Corey Flanagan's got one. And the Liversel's king, Shane Andrews, the Drainer's got a couple.
We have got a ball game here for the afternoon as we see the Corio Village News Agency's second quarter scoreboard now. Move the Cheetahs in front. They're 5-2-32. The Bannockburn Tigers 4-6-30. And I tell you what, round 16 GWL football match of the day is a real ball biter here this afternoon, Cookie.
It's a very good game. I'm not sure about where you're nipping and nubbling. Here's the hand pass coming out from Horniblow. Gives it across to the player there, and Roweth, who is ready to play with the football down to the goal mouth. It goes, but it's got to come back.
It's a barrel
It's got to
bender.
come back. It's got to come back.
There's a song about that, isn't it?
Yeah, baby, come back. There's a few. I could sing you a few, Ron, but we haven't got time because the ball's been relayed back to the West player. Looks like Alan Craig. Is it going to take this one?
Put your sweet lips.
Just kicked a magnificent kick into the goal mouth before where Denning could mark it. Ronnie, would you please not sing it? It put me right off my game. Chips it up in the air. Not a good kick at all from Alan Craig. It spilled past about 15 or 16 players. Streaming out of the fence is Andrews. He's having a run on the ball. Gathers well. Puts the left foot in it. Up high. The high kick. Which way will it bounce? It's going to bounce towards the guest video van down there. And Robbie Watson's up there. Can you get a shot of that for me, young Sean? He's heading it that way now. Out of bounds it goes. There's Watto up there. Good afternoon, Watto. Hope you have a nice time. Hope they bring you a drink at half time too, son.
The reason why Scragger kicked it wrongly, because he kicked it on the right side of his body. His left leg is hurt. Off the ground, on the ground, is 24, Frankie Fratoli.
Okay, the ball back into play now. Pilgrim trying to punch the ball away there from the fella getting back with the flight of the football, Tunga Neal. He takes the mark right on the defensive 50. Does Tunga Matty. Pilgrim did pretty well for the little fella. Roweth and his opponent there in Scott have a bit of a wrestle and a bit of a how do you do. The ball goes back towards them. Neither of them interested in the football, interested in one another only. They only have eyes for one another on. And the ball's gone out of bounds. The boundary throw will occur on the true centre wing position. Grandstand start of the ground. Rocky's clock showing us very soon how far we've gone in this quarter, Ronnie. It'll come up in a minute. You watch my mate down there, Banner. Put that up for me.
Whistle on play yet. A holding charge against Gary Tillman.
16 and a half minutes gone, second quarter. Thank you very much, Banner. Thank you to Rockies. 24-hour Locksmith out there at Corio Village.
And Rocky, don't ring me over Friday night, mate. He interrupted me at a very crucial time as Heath Box now, the boxer, up the centre half forward he goes. Hendo, oh, strength, bursts through half back. But the kick and up and under on the left side of his body. The high flyer Heath Box couldn't hold the footy. Now, Bath, put Weeksy under a of pressure.
For too long.
Yes, he did. Good umpiring, Eddie Connigan. As we see now the Mediterranean Marvel go into the centre of the ground. Find Frankie Iannelli, who wastes no time. Bradbury couldn't take the ball but butted up well. Hand pass to Wingsworth to Denning. Oh, he's missed it from 25. And I tell you what, the old stager down here could have kicked that.
Which old stage is that one?
Oh, dearie me.
Well, offline there, Kenny Denning spoilt the poopy score. He's got 3 goals. One now on the board. Almost 17.5 minutes gone. The Rockies 24-hour Locksmith time clock of the second quarter. Danny
Van Roo down here, the boundary umpire, having a very enjoyable afternoon on the members' side of Bannockburn Reserve, copping it
Ronnie,
an absolute mouthful.
It's not Danny LaRue, it's Danny Van Ranroy. I've got it right for you, Danny. Punt kick is a beauty back into play. Here comes Flanagan. Couldn't handle it. Little kick into the forward zone. Bouncing. Denning goes up, taps the ball on the ground, goes straight past ladder. Hand pass back. Ingleworth's a chance. Can't pick it up either. Oh, player claimed high, was he? No, it's on over here. 2 behind play. It's pretty tough out there, Bronny. I know Darren Rowell and Stewie Scott aren't on one another's 21st birthday party lists, I can tell you. They've been pretty,
maybe the 40,
pretty hard.
maybe
40th, you reckon? Okay, Cordyblade tries to crash his way through the pack. He's been pinned, and he's been pinned for holding the ball. It looks like Frankie Iannelli is going to take the free kick.
Yes, it is, and the drop punt are good. The lead, Westwick in front, can't hold the football. Buttering up there, Ronnie Pilgrim. Directs traffic to the members' side of the ground, right in front of the commentary position. Oh, Gary Ward stopped there. Heath Box.
Well boxed.
Oh, yeah, but his kick let him down. But
Kick's
Westwick,
all right, Brady. The kick's all right. He's found Westwick, who spins round and spares on the left foot of the goal.
Oh!
Then he got both hands and it dropped the centre. Unbelievable. Crashing his way into the goal post there is David Burns. He's almost knocked the point post out.
What about the mark to Denning?
Oh, I should have grabbed it. Had both hands on it, no opposition, and put it down. That's his strength, Ronnie. His aerial strength, his strength, and that was his weakness on that occasion. Quite surprising. as we wait on Big Barker to bring the ball back into play. Goes towards Travers.
Yeah, very short too, and yeah, dangerous footy Tigers, but they've got out of it. There's Travers now with the footy, punts it up there looking for the high flyers, and uncontested Gary Tillman. And yep, James
Geez, a good
Hagan.
mark, isn't he?
Well, yes, but when anyone can mark it by yourself.
Oh, but he gets in position to mark him, Ronnie. Judges the ball brilliantly.
Jesus.
Hand pass off hands of players. He's not a particularly good hand pass, I might add, either.
I think I might have to come up and referee you two.
Okay, well, we might have a blue today too, because I'm due to belt him in the mouth. I had the Pastovic with me last week talking about ducks all day. I've got Brainy talking absolute rubbish here this afternoon. The boundary throw is grabbed by Tillman, who took too long to try and get rid of it for mine, and the free kick has gone here to Justin Latter, and Latter, the former Newcombe player, puts the ball on left foot, goes long towards centre half forward, getting back. Johnny Tillman takes the mark, and these Tillman boys are having a picnic in the air, if you can do that, Ronnie.
Well, they're doing it, I tell you. I tell you what, it's a smorgasbord up there this afternoon as we see now the ball on the outer side of the ground. But sure, a little quiet today. On the left foot, swings the ball back into the corridor. Good football, good vision, and picks out Matty Pilgrim in the centre of the Bannockburn reserve.
Yeah, been very good player, Matty Pilgrim too. Been trying very hard and been quite effective at the same time. Punt kicks up towards half forward, knocked away by Cowie. Goes to Murray Scott, gets the hand pass away. Licino's a chance to run to the footies, knocked away from him. Now Flanagan picks up left foot kick around the body by Flanagan into the forward pocket. Here comes Primo Angelucci, and he takes the mark for Blue West, defending grimly in that last line of defence, and he switches play. He goes to the far side of the ground, Ron.
Yeah, bad luck there too, coming off the ground for the Tigers. Limping badly too is Murray Travers, as now the ball ends up with Bradbury at half back. Here's an opportunity. Look at Latter. He's got no one within 50 metres. The kid can have another bounce if he wants, but he decides to chip it over the top. Frankie Iannelli plays on. Oh, he's kicked it too long. Westwick, yes.
Yeah,
Read the flight of the football superbly. A little bit of excitement down here in the box as well, as the Cheetahs are performing admirably here this afternoon. 21 and a half minutes gone on the Corio Village. No, it's not. It's the Rockies Corio Village Locksmith.
Okay, Roddy, I've got to laugh because you said Latter could have had a bounce. There's no one within 50 metres of him. You know who was there? Little Matty Pilgrim. But just the Latter 6'4", he couldn't see him.
I thought it was a bloody bit of dirt. A bit of grass.
Matty Pilgrim loomed up out of the blade of grass there and made him kick in a hurry. And there's the kick in a hurry here too. If you don't mind, it's offline. It's 1 point only. Well, we're having a giggle up here. Blue West supporters ruining that shot at goal.
Well, Dino, he's been quiet. He hasn't had a lot of touches. When you get him, you've got to make sure of him.
Yeah, here's Barker putting it back into play. Tillman's the target. Up he goes, Gary. Can't mark. Rowett might have grabbed this one out of the air. That's one of the umpire's decision here. Yeah, he said, yes, it's your mark, Darren Rowett. There's Ingus Worson stands the mark. Rowett chips the ball in towards, well, just short of the centre of the ground. And he's found a teammate here who has taken the mark.
Paul Barth it is.
Paul Barth, the 57. I couldn't find a 7 on my sheet there, Ron. I've got one now. And I've also got the Liverstones man. The Drainer takes the mark. Shane Andrews, short of centre half forward. And he's been a pretty effective player. He's given straight across to Tillman here. Must have been an infringement in that marking contest. Tillman may have been held out of the play to allow Andrews to take the mark.
Yep, certainly was. As we see now, he come in and the vibrations are working pretty strongly up here in our ear drums, Cookie, as we have some little bit of interference from downstairs.
It's fixed it.
Yeah, his Fano's playing with his knobs again down there. Well, look, let's get back to the footy. Opportunity here, and I would suggest it looks like Corey Flanagan who's taken the ball for the Tigers, kicking from about 35 metres directly in front. The drop punt, I think you'll find, has just missed.
Drifted away there at the last bit. Looked all right at the boot too, but just drifted away there towards the boy with the check shirt on there. He is the best fullback in the comp, Cowie. Kicks the ball out wide, looking there for Hogan. Oh, the bounce was lucky for him because he didn't attack the footy hard enough. Got a hand pass back, teammate round the ground goes, and Angelucci takes the mark in front of Pilgrim. Do you think he's playing well, Ron? Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I think he's just been a play at this stage, but he's looking though he's going to play well. He punt kicks the ball to centre ball. Latters up from behind. He can't take the mark. Crashed his way through the pack. Murray Scott couldn't take the footy with him. Big Hendo can. Big Hendo hand pass back towards M. Pilgrim. Pilgrim comes into the play. Tagged there by Hulk Hogan at a bounds. And Ronnie, both these Pilgrim boys, they love playing out here for Bannockburn.
Certainly do, Cookie, and yeah, they've absolute credit to their club colours here this
There's one that plays in the twos that should be in the ones too, Ron.
Darryl, thank you.
Yeah. should be playing the ones. Boundary throw in, back they go. Horny Blow takes it out of the air, tries to get across to the big fella Henderson. Shows strength, gets through the pack, gives it. Lucino intercepts very nicely, does the pizza boy. Gives it back here to Hogan. Hogan's got support. Here comes Blue West. Little kick around the wing. Nice kick too, and a good mark. Frankie Anelli. Hand pass. No, dummies it. Plays on, kicks with the right foot, and coming out Barker, who since he got taken off the ground and came back on, has been a very effective player, and he marks at centre half back.
Playing at the other end of the ground. Cookie a little bit different from mine, as we see that Gary Tillman plays on quickly to Colliger, under pressure. Beat the tackle of Frinvolovic. That was good footy too. Got his composure. Looks there to Andrews, couldn't mark the footy. As we see now, breaking clear there was the Mediterranean marvel in Nick Lucino, and finds a teammate there in Dickie Nee. Now it's Richard Neal, but he's kicked an absolute shocker, and he's had a bit of a dirty day for mine, Richard Neal, as Colliger takes another mark from a rebound there of Gary Tillman.
Yeah, College have been pretty lively on in that centre wing position. Here's a chance. They can run the ball out here. They just use it very cleverly, and they do. The chip over the top to Hogan's quite good. Hogan marks and plays on the woods. Well, centre wing. Scott's up in front. Can't mark. Should have got a free kick for mine, and will do so now, just as Henderson was about to make up with the footy. Stewie Scott. He's certainly
lucky.
No, I think it was there, Ronnie. I don't think there's any doubt about it. He kicks it in towards Denning, who leads out. Couldn't mark, so he uses the fist. But Pilgrim at ground level does very well. Does M. Pilgrim. Chips the pass in towards Flanagan, who marks in the centre of the ground.
Plays on quickly. An absolute atrocious kick there. Puts Coleridge under all sorts of pressure. Frinvolovic now has got to beat two of them. And I tell you what, he's done it well, the big fella. The halfback's good support. Bradbury breaks through. The kick now is an absolute... They just don't steady enough. And
you ever seen so many turnovers, Ron?
Jesus, it's frustrating.
Both sides turning the ball over far too easy for mine.
Unbelievable.
Here's the chip out towards half-back. That looks like Shaw is it coming through on left foot. Long kick from Butch Shaw up the half-forward. Cowie's in front. That's a mark if I'm not out. The umpire hasn't paid it. Play on as the call. Cowie was unlucky there. The ball comes back by hands to Angelucci, who kicks towards centre wing grandstand side of the ground. Up they go. Box from the back. Try to knock the ball away from Roweth. Roweth with the pace. Knocks the ball in front of him. Here comes Box. Well played, Boxer. And Picker picks it up. And he kicks the ball towards Bradbury, who dives at the footy. Can't take the mark. Gathers the ball. Hand passes out wide. Needs some support out there. He's got some. Smoky Beaton against the tide. Knocks it back. Weeks of the chance. He missed the footy. Beaton's got it. Hand passes back to Bradbury. I'm getting out of breath. Bradyville still going all right. He tumbles a punt back towards. Here comes Bath. Here comes Bath. Bath left it behind. And here come Blue West. Bacon. Denning, one hand the mark, Denning a beauty!
Great work and again Smokey beaten at ground level, working well, the little 27 Guernsey boy. And nice to see the Smoke there out doing a bit of dash for the West Cheetahs.
Well, he worked very hard there, Ron, in 3 or 4 facets of the play. He worked very hard, as you smile at the camera, as you always do. You're unbelievable. You love the camera. There he is again. Had like a mouth like that. Wouldn't mind paying for wouldn't mind filling up with gold dust and getting the result, I tell you what. Here's Ken Denny coming in to have a shot for goal.
Can he kick it?
Well, he's kicked 3 goals, 1 today, I suggest. Without looking at the sheet, I reckon this will be 4 goals, 1. Kenny Denning lines up. The goal umpire leads right back. It's full points on the board. Yes, sir. Here they come. Blue West, what a game they're playing today against the top side of the competition. They're showing a lot of guts and determination. Here's another man showing a bit of guts running on screen there. and a bit of determination and a bit of victory as well.
That's my old man in there.
Your old man. 27 and a half minutes gone on the Rockies 24-hour locksmith time clock. Help there at Corio Village, and also all the trophies you'd ever want to buy are out there at Rockies running.
Yeah, Rocky, best deal in town for trophies too, and I hope all you footy clubs, I tell you what, support Rocky, because he's been supporting the GDFL for many years. And that's, let's have a look.
4 goals, Ken Denning.
Good work. Up they go. Horny Blow again doing well at centre bounce. Can't find a little a smaller teammate though at ground level as a GD.
32 plays 40 run on the scoreboard while there's still a bit of a confidence on. You do the dust up onto the scoreboard for Corio Village News Agency. Oh, mate, Ray Edwards. There's Scotty Cowie coming in, just saying, get off the way there if you don't mind. Here's Horny Blow, got the footy now. Horny Blow in a bit of strife, got rid of it legally. I doubt it. Goes to Ian Ellie. He throws it out wide. Horny Blow goes back in, the big fella. Got one a bit high for mine. And should receive a free kick and good umpiring.
Yeah,
made the ball.
Have not missed a
made
trick.
the ball his target. He went at it and he got one high and he got the free kick on hands and knees, the big fella. That's a good effort from a big man.
Yes, certainly is, and it's a nice kick too to centre half forward. Up there looking for the high flyers. In front there was Andy Goff. Couldn't take it. Oh, elbow used, said the umpire, as the siren sounds to terminate a very entertaining first half of football here this
And
afternoon.
it could be on at half time, you don't mind. There comes Cowie again, going to kill some bloke. 32 plays 40, 4 goals, 8 Bannockburn on the board. They never scored a goal that quarter on.
Unbelievable.
And Blue West have gone to 6 goals, 4. They kicked 3 goals in each of the first 2 quarters. Of course, 6 goal 4 is 40 points on the board. 32 plays 40. It's half time here at Victoria Park at Bannockburn. We're out of the Plains with the boys in the Plains. And what a game we're seeing here this afternoon. Buddy, has it been tough or not?
Yeah, very tough encounter, and I tell you, the ground's pretty tough out here too. Not a lot of rain, and the old cow paddock, she's a bit hard and fast, I tell you. But yeah, emotions running high out here at Bannockburn here this afternoon, and gee whiz, it's anybody's ball game.
Listen, Dave Primmer shouting something at us down here. Of course, Dave, a former champion, played with many clubs. He's out here, he's on the bench, he's ringing all the changes here for Blue West. He's shouting something, but he's laughing at us. So I think he's pretty happy with the boys at half time.
So he should be.
Kauai Village News Agency scoreboard half time. 4 goals, 8-32 Bannockburn. Blue West have got 6-4, 40 goal kickers. Bannockburn have got Matty Pilgrim with 1, Corey Flanagan with 1, and Shane Andrews, the drain, has got a couple. My mate, the liver cells man, he's playing all right too. Well, the Cheetahs, let's have a look at them. 1 goal to Stewie Scott, 1 to Smokey Booton, has been very effective, and 4 goals to the best man on the ground all half time, Ken Denning.
I don't believe you said that.
Third quarter coming up shortly on Gear's Video. If you're out there at David and Ruth Dean's pub in Paco Street, the Queen of the West, have a pot, because Brownie's going to charge himself up and have one now. We'll look at the camera, do we? Right. Brownie's going to